there, all you young people with spines that make them feel like they're at least 80 years old. Are you tired of that nagging neck and back pain? Ready to stretch it all away? Welcome to the Pilates Mom Studio. I'm Erin Verding, and today we are diving into 20 minutes of back and neck pain relief. This is the perfect at-home stretch that uses no equipment. However, I will start you with an optional warm-up with a foam roller if you would like to roll out your upper back. Of course, these movements can also be done in an office because it is perfect for those of you that sit at a desk all day. We're going to be working on relieving tension and improving flexibility for your back, neck, and overall spine. My neck, my back. I'm not gonna finish that. Here's how we're breaking it down. We have one sequence with 12 movements. Trust me, by the end, you'll feel like a brand new person. Before we start, let's talk about how to properly adjust your posture. I need you to roll your shoulders back and away from your ears, keep a neutral neck and spine, and puff up your chest like you just found out your favorite show got renewed for another season. Hashtag Shorzy. Hashtag House of the Dragon. Hashtag Reacher. Hashtag The Boys. All right, enough chatter. Let's get ready to stretch, breathe, and banish the pain. Grab your mat and let's get started. Okay, first thing that we're gonna do is foam roll our upper back. This is like my all-time favorite thing to do with the foam roller. So I do have one here that is an hourglass foam roller, so there's a little divot in the middle, so my spine is gonna go right here. This puts a lot less pressure on my spine. I do recommend getting one like this. This one's pretty hard. I would like to find one that's like this, but softer. And if you have a one without, that is not an hourglass one, that is totally fine. So I'm gonna place my spine right in the center there. We're gonna start in our mid back and work our way to our upper back, hands behind the neck, and here we go. We're gonna foam roll. Oh yes, big, pick up your hair. Trust me, I've caught mine way too many times. Big exhale. Ooh, might get a few cracks out of your back. Oh, did you hear that? That felt so nice. We're gonna foam roll for 2 minutes here. If you find a spot that is a little sticky, one that hurts a little bit, you can just hold there. I also really love to just put it in between my shoulder blades, relax my head, and just, it feels like I'm like praising the sun gods. And it just feels so nice, just opening up the chest, opening up that sternum. Woo! Feels really nice. Now we're just going to mid back here. I don't necessarily want you to foam roll your lower back. That tends to hurt a lot of people, so I don't really recommend it. I do foam roll my lower back occasionally, but we won't do it today. And then we're just going up to the shoulder blades, not going up to the neck. We don't need that. We're gonna do 1 more minute here. I've actually already foam rolled my back today, so this is just a little extra added bonus. I am kind of cupping my head with my hands here just to support my neck because I don't want to strain my neck. I also do not really want to activate my abs because I have done a lot of ab work today, so I'm not necessarily pulling on it, so there should be a distance of your fist in between your chin and your chest when you are foam rolling. Woo! So we're not straining the neck at all. Oh, rolling on those traps feels nice. So the traps are right here beside your neck, towards your back. Ooh, that feels nice. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna hold right here because that feels really good. We're gonna go into a dancing dog next. So we're gonna go into kind of a plank position. Good, you guys. We're gonna do dancing dog for a full minute. All right, let's get rid of that foam roller. Sit it off to the side. Coming into that dancing dog, I'm gonna flip my mat over one time just because it's a little bit slippery. I like to put the heel of my palm against this little lip right here. We're gonna come up into a downward dog, pressing your chest into your feet, really opening up that upper back, and then curving your spine, dropping your hips. Keep those toes tucked under, lifting your chest nice and proud. Exhale, use your abs to lift back up. Good, right here is where I really love to hang out. So really pressing those heels into the mat. Whew, really flattening that back, nice straight line from the heel of your palm to your tailbone. Curving that spine, dropping back down. Go at your own pace here, whatever feels good. Feels nice. 10 more seconds. We're gonna exhale, lift. Coming back up, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna do some ankle reaches right here. Good, hold, hold, hold. So we're gonna reach opposite hand to opposite ankle. Hold right there. We're gonna be switching back and forth. You can really feel your IT band here, but what I really want you to focus on is that twist that you're feeling in your back. I'm gonna go ahead and switch, and to the other side, reaching to the outside of those ankles. Whoo! Still pressing that heel into the mat. The more you press the heel into the mat, the more you're gonna feel your calves and your IT band. Good. And breathing, yes. Switching sides. Now, for the next movement, we are gonna do a lat stretch. We're gonna bring that foam roller back for one more stretch. Really just breathe into it. I know that IT band, those calves are feeling that. Good, hold right there. Give me 10 more seconds. Good. All right, dropping down. I'm gonna flatten my mat back out. Grabbing that foam roller back. I'm gonna put my hand right in the little divot here, or my forearm right in the little divot. And then I'm gonna reach forward and twist to the side. So on my knees, hips up, we're gonna twist and hold right there. So we're aiming the lats. Keep going. Your lats are right here, sides of your back. So you're really aiming your lat towards that mat. And that's a killer one. We're holding for a full minute on each side. It is a really good stretch to do. Straighten out your arm here. Really gonna feel that wonderful stretch. You can kind of roll up and down if you want to. If you have, if you like sit at a desk all day, you can point your palm down and you can foam roll your forearm. If you do a lot of office work, a lot of typing. I just love to do two things at one time, because why not kill two birds with one stone? Whew, hold right there, hold, hold, hold. Good. We're switching sides. You can just switch. I'm gonna flip around so I can actually look at you and talk to you, because I like to feel like you're actually here. I'm gonna come down and feel that lat stretch. Woo! You can also do this with, I've done it with a stability ball. That works really well. I've done it with a Pilates ball. That works well. Today we already had the foam roller out, so we're using foam roller today. Kind of angle that chest up to the side. Whoo, the more you open up that chest, the deeper you get into that lat. That feels good. Since I did it on the other side, I just feel like I need to even it out. So I'm gonna foam roll that, the forearm a little bit. Whoo! I edit on my phone, so I use the thumbs a lot to edit all of my videos. And the forearms definitely start to hurt after a little bit. Good. Keep rolling. Okay, we're gonna go into a child threading the needle. We're gonna sit that foam roller to the side. We are done with her. So we're gonna go thread underneath here. We're gonna aim, sorry, my arm is gonna be right on my mic. I hope you can still hear me okay. We're gonna aim that shoulder blade right to the mat, right there. Now, you can hold here. You can also clamp the hands together. You can open and down. Woo! Open and down, good. Just kind of twisting that back. Honestly, this is also great for digestion. All of these twists that we're doing are fantastic for your digestive system. Any twisting that you can do always helps with that, therefore helping with, it helps with bloating, anything like that. So it's just an all-in-all win. This class is just a win. Good. We're gonna do 1 minute on each side. We've got about 10 more seconds, and then we are switching. Really reaching that shoulder blade onto the mat as much as you can. And we are switching sides. So I'm gonna flip around completely and coming down, threading under, hold there for a second, kind of adjust. Okay, let's do that opener. So hands together, lift, ooh, looking up to the ceiling and down. You're also gonna feel your traps. So your traps are right here, kind of like by the base of your neck off to the side. Lifting, you're gonna feel that trap on the bottom. Whew. Kind of reaching that arm forward as much as you can. Lift that chest to the side as much as possible. Twist, twist, twist. Oh, it's so nice. I have been wanting to film this video for you guys for a little bit now. I needed to wait a little bit since my last stretching video. I don't like to have too many stretches back to back. 10 more seconds. Good, you guys. Lift. I'm gonna go into a nice cat-cow next, just to kind of reset the spine for a second. Lifting up onto all fours, really digging the heel of the palm into the mat, fingers wide, pressing the top of the feet onto the mat, lifting into that cow, or sorry, cat. I always get confused between the two. And cow, push. Good, rolling the shoulders back and down your spine. And lift. Exhale when you lift. Wiggle out those hips a little bit. And inhale, coming down. Good, nice spine reset here. We are halfway done now. Good, doing this for a full minute. And then we're gonna work on your neck. Lift up. Good, looking at the knees here. Don't strain your neck. And push, look up, lift the chest. Good. Every single time we come down, we're bending our arms and pushing through our triceps. Good, right there, tricep push. Inhale. Good. Okay, we are coming back, knees together. You can come into a seated position if you want. This is just the one that I have chosen for today. So we're gonna do some assessing neck rolls and pulls. So we're gonna give me a few rolls. Ooh, might get some cracks now. Give me a few rolls of that neck. And right now I want you to think about just assessing where you're at with your neck. What hurts more, okay? So if there is a certain area of your neck that's a bit more sensitive, one where you don't necessarily want to take your head over as much, then that's the part that we want to stretch. So I'm actually going to come to the center of the mat here to show you. So if I am hurting, say directly to the side over here of my neck, then I want to grab around and I want to gently pull away from that. So think of your head like a complete 360 circle. If you are hurting back here and slightly off to my left side, then I'm gonna pull from the base of my skull slightly forward in the exact opposite direction. If you're feeling more towards the front, then you can grab kind of towards the forehead, pull in the exact opposite direction, back. This muscle right here, it has a really long name. It's the sternocleidomastoid. It tends to get really tight and people don't realize it until they do these stretches and they're like, oh, that is actually what was causing my neck pain. Like it might not feel like it, but then when you go to stretch it, it's wild. So we're just kind of pulling wherever you're feeling. You do not have to follow me. Pull wherever you are feeling is more tight. Good. Hold, hold, hold. I'm gonna hold right there for a little bit because that is probably the most sensitive spot for me at the moment. Good, so right now I'm pulling slightly forward and to the left side of my body because the pain is kind of on the back and the right side. Does that make any sense? So again, that circle pulling the opposite direction. Okay, let's stretch out our trap muscles a little bit. So I'm gonna take one arm behind, open up that shoulder, open up that chest, pulling to the opposite side and hold right there. Good, we're gonna do a full minute on each side. So I'm gonna pull forward just a little bit and you'll feel more of that trap muscle. I'll show you from the back. So the trap muscle that I'm feeling right now is right here, this muscle. So since it's slightly off to the side, we're gonna pull, or to the back, I should say. We're gonna pull to the front a little bit, and that feels so nice. I'm gonna turn back around. Okay, there we go. Good, you guys. All right, let's switch sides, taking that other arm behind and pulling slightly forward. I wanted to do dedicated trap stretches because that's where a lot of headaches originate from. It's where a lot of tension is held. When we are stressed, we tend to hold a lot of our stress in our traps, so we're constantly shrugging up. Sometimes we just need to drop those traps down and relax, or really think about pushing your shoulder away from your ear. It feels so nice. Now we're gonna go into a pretzel stretch next. So we're gonna be adding in a lot of twists coming up. Again, great for digestion, why not? But it's also just great for stretching out your spine. Good, almost there, keep holding, just breathe through it. You can release if you want and come back in. You might be able to get a little bit deeper. Just don't do too much of a pull. You don't wanna pop your head off or something. I'm just kidding. Okay, pretzel stretch. So we are in a seated position. We're gonna cross the ankle over the knee, pushing the elbow against the knee and twisting. Might get a few back cracks out here, kind of looking over that shoulder. A nice big twist. I really like this stretch, and the one that we're doing next is the lying version of this. We are doing both today. The reason that I wanted to do both is because I feel more of my upper back twisting on this one. Then when you do the lying one, I feel more of a lower back twist. But you are just stretching the whole spine in general. So really focus on your upper back on this one. Get that big twist in there. Feels really nice. Breathe. Good. Whew, let's go ahead and come to the other side. I'm gonna flip around completely. And ankle over the knee and pushing against the knee, big twist. Oh, did you hear that? I felt like I knew that was coming. Hold. Good. Now, we have that lying back twist next. The next couple of movements after that one, they're a little bit on the advanced side, but I will walk you through a couple of modifications before we get into it. Good, keep breathing. Good, how are we doing? The back already feel a little less tight than what it did before? It should. It definitely should. You can also do this one sitting in a chair at your desk. You can just keep your feet planted firmly on the ground and then use the back of your chair and twist. That works as well. All right, coming onto our back, rolling down nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. I want you to bring your knee into your chest. Let's hook the inside of the elbow around the knee. Give it a nice pull. I want you to think about pulling your knee up to your kind of armpit area. Pull right there, and then we're gonna take a big twist to the opposite side. Might get a few cracks, I just got one. And reaching that arm out to the side. Now your goal here is to be able to bring your knee to the floor, but also keep that shoulder blade on the floor. I can almost do it. I can keep my shoulder blade down and my knee can almost touch, but I feel like a little bit of a part of that is hip mobility for me because I say this all the time on my channel, just as like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer. I did have 2 hip surgeries in 2018, so my hips are a little restricted in their range of motion. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So let's bring the knee in, hook it with the inside of the elbow, bring it towards the armpit, big stretch, and twisting to the other side. Oh yeah, that's good. But yeah, as I was saying, so before my hip surgeries, I literally couldn't do that movement, like slightly bringing my knee over my torso. I couldn't do that. And now it is much better. It doesn't cause me a whole lot of pain, but I feel like that's kind of the restrictive part of why I can't touch my knee. Like, it's not that, I don't know, it's not that I can't, it's that my hip doesn't want to. Like if I try to do it, it's gonna cause pain in my hip flexor, and I'm like, I'm good, this feels good. We're not trying to push limits here, we're just trying to get a nice stretch in. Okay, so the next movement that we are doing, we'll advance. So let's run through a little modification first. So for a modification, you can take your foam roller, put it under your back, and you can lay here, if that doesn't hurt, as long as it doesn't hurt. You can kind of find a sweet spot. For me, it's like right at the top of the sacrum. That feels really nice. You can also, if you're feeling comfortable, you can stretch out the legs and then arms overhead, and that's a wonderful back stretch to do. If you're a little too high, I would definitely come down to where that foam roller is hitting the top of your sacrum. If you come higher than that, you're not gonna like that feeling in your lower back. So the sacrum gives it, or the tailbone area, the sacrum, the bottom of your sacrum is your tailbone. So this kind of like triangle piece that's at the bottom of your spine is your sacrum. So you wanna come right to the top of that, and that's gonna feel good. If you go any higher than that, you're not gonna like it. So you can stay there. If you're feeling advanced, you can do a Pilates bridge with me. Yes, we're going there. Not a Pilates bridge, a gymnastics bridge. Yeah, we're going there. So let's just completely open her up, huh? So bring the feet in nice and close, digging the heel of the palm into the mat, lifting the hips and lifting all the way up walking the hands in if you can. Hold right there. You can go onto your toes if you want. You can rock back and forth. I know some of you are like, what the hell? What is she doing? Why is this a thing? It just feels so nice, you guys. I just wanted to leave this in here as an option if you want. I want to really feel that upper back, so I'm going to push through my armpits. Push, push, push. Ooh. And coming down. You can come down whenever you want. I'm gonna do a little rock right there. I'm gonna go into that one more time, and I should be able to get a little bit deeper into my spine. We're gonna go one more. Feet really close, hands, palms against the mat. Lift the hips and push with the arms up. Hold, walk the hands in, on the toes if you want, and push. Push, keep it dynamic, keep moving. Good, really, really tall, hold, 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 and coming down. And we are bringing the knees into the chest. Whoo, okay, we're gonna get a nice big stretch here. Now, this is the modification for the next movement. If you want, just stay here, little fetal position, rolling like a ball. I'm gonna do a candlestick holder. So in gymnastics, we had a movement, or have a movement called candlestick, but instead we're gonna do a holder where our knees are bent. So we're gonna lift up and bend the knees into the forehead. This is the exact opposite of the movement that we just did. So we are completely curving the spine under. Feels really, really nice. Good. Good, hold right there. We're going to slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Give me a nice big stretch overhead. Let me work my way back onto my mat awkwardly. Big, big stretch. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. We're gonna flip over into an inchworm. We're gonna slowly come up to standing. So we're gonna push up into a plank and walking the hands back for 4, pressing the heels onto the mat. Hang low here for a second. Just let everything hang. Don't worry about straightening your back or anything. Just grab onto your elbows and just kind of rock back and forth, back and forth. Good, let it all hang. Whoo, feels nice. A little bit of spinal decompression here, relaxing. And we're gonna slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, leaving your head, neck, and shoulders for last. And roll the shoulders back. We're gonna do a little release through center here. So we're gonna take the arms up, inhale. Exhale. We're gonna do it one more time and bringing the hands to touch at the top. Inhale. Hands to touch, exhale. And that is it. You guys, thank you so much for joining in on this workout. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this one. I was so excited to put this one together for you guys because honestly, I have done this workout, or this stretch, I guess, so many times. And I'm like, okay, I need to film it, need to film it, need to film it. And here it is. And I had a request for it too. So if you have any requests, please leave them in the comments down below. Make sure that you like the video to support the channel if you liked it. And I don't know if I said this already, but make sure that you subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this one. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Quiet on set. Shut the fuck up. Say Nickelodeon. Banish the pain. I banish you to the shadow realm. I draw this card. Why did I turn British? I don't think anyone in Yu-Gi-Oh is British if I'm not mistaken, but that's what I was going for.